All right then, welcome everybody to the stream for the evening. Today we're a little bit late. I apologize. I was actually I was eating my dinner and it took a while. So I was a little bit late. I do apologize, but today we should, fingers crossed, have some good times going on. Unfortunately, I didn't get what I wanted to do originally done, which was the whole plan to you know, have my 25 Beornings done, unfortunately. But we do have the reward track, which is, I think, 1 day and 20 hours, or 19 at this point, I'm guessing, away from being done. And then I think we're on season 5 after that. Kind of crazy, which will be interesting. I have not actually redeemed anything so far. Yeah, I haven't redeemed anything so far, and I have a load of like end game ones. So hopefully I can get enough tokens and we can basically finish our legendary. After recently playing through West Rohan, do I also think it's the worst expansion? West Rohan. I mean, epic battles are fine, but when it's the only thing, it does feel a bit annoying. It's probably my least favorite out of the ones I've done so far. I think it's very grindy. Because, I mean, you do epic battles, and I don't know if at release time you were able to just purchase the jewelry or if you had to grind for it. So that's an interesting thing. You also had, from what I've heard with these guys, they're like the seed quests. You had to come back and like do every step every day, which would have also been absolutely terrible. I definitely think Isengard was peak for me in the minute. I know that for sure. Level 75 is the like most entertaining expansion on this character so far. I do like Moria. It can just get a little like... Moria would be up there more if there was more like travel skills or like stable masters. I think thematically it would work to have stable masters pop up more throughout the story. Like, you have to do a part of the epic quest to get to the 21st hall. Like, add that in more and make it fit with like progression in the story. I think that would make a lot of sense. I do kind of wish they did that. But yeah, I probably been most disappointed with 85 and 95, to be honest. Because yeah, mounted combat, 85 just didn't really have much in terms of like end game content, if that makes sense. The arable stuff exists, but at least at this point in time, the gear that I'd be grinding for doesn't exist anymore, doesn't drop, and I can't do any of the challenge stuff because it scales to max level rather than to the level of the expansion, which is weird. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I mean, the next stuff, I'm interested to see what the next stuff is like, because that's like roving threats as well, which is quite a lot. It opens up a lot of older content, kind of, right? Because we got to go back to like Angmar and Eventim and all those places, which would be interesting to try and see like how many we can defeat solo. I wonder if we'll get there before power changes and stuff. What was I doing? I guess I can kind of just try and kill some goblins, but I don't really know where I'm doing goblins at the minute. I have to look up things. I'm really not organized at the minute. West Rohan Slayer deed, I guess. There we go. Let's pick up Goblin Slayer, Herd Slayer, or Herd Creature Slayer, and Craven Slayer. Didn't Cravens have like a really good place or something? I'm guessing Goblin Slayer I can do Leader of Vandals, yeah. So I guess we'll have a look at that later. And then yeah, I want to try and do some reward track stuff. Obviously, as said, We have got up to the max amount. We do need to go and get ourselves the legendary coffers to get as much as we can. And then, yeah, coffer of legendary items. I have 121 of these ready to redeem. I really wanted to do 121 or 100 plus of these, plus 100 loot boxes. I thought that would be really interesting. However, unfortunately, just time-wise, that hasn't worked out. But we do get some keys with this, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, black steel keys. So we will be opening some stuff on our max levels later. Mounted combat for me is like nice to run around with when the servers are behaving. But yeah, 99% of the time, when I played through with Hunter, the very first time I got to mounted combat with Hunter, I didn't use mounted combat. I just used like regular skills because ultimately it was more damage, less janky, and no, I think that's pretty much it. That's, I think, the only reasons I needed. I'm pretty sure Krabens have a really awkward place, actually, now that I think. Yeah, it's like next to Ossoli. I'm very interested to see actually what Mordor's like on this. Yeah, I mean, Warden's quite nice because at least you have that mounted, you know, you have assailment. Burglar, yes, I was going to say, Burglar, I played through a Burglar and I hated it because... you know, you have those enemies, especially mounted enemies, that run around in circles and, like, they just kind of perfectly stay out of range, which is really annoying. So you just kind of stood there waiting for them to kind of get close enough to get a hit in. And really, Burglar only has, like, one range skill, which is, like, throw knife, which, let's be honest, it doesn't do a lot of damage. So, yeah, I was thinking about making another Burglar. I was quite excited. Like, I've been thinking about it for a while. Like, and then I remembered mounted combat, and I was like, you know what? Actually, no. I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do is try and fight this warband, because I don't actually know if I can do Cledwyn. I think he has quite a lot of morale, but I'm now in... No, I'm still in West Rohan. Okay, I don't know things. I don't know things. I'm very confused, alright? That's just like my general default state is confused. Oh, wait a minute. Cledwyn. 324,000 morale. I thought he was a little bit lower than that. And on the topic of mounted combat, I just really don't want to deal with that. So we're just going to go to Ossoli and then just see what we can do. But I did clear out my... Originally, I cleared out my inventory. Oh, wait. I forgot. Okay. This is really dumb. So, the whole thing was... let's go Helm's Deep. The whole thing was I was actually storing all of these task items because I wanted, like, really easy, quick, I can snappily do completions of tasks. I might end up selling them, though, because if I'm opening a lot of things today, yeah, I don't know. I'm certainly interested in the... I know I did go on Bullroar for, like, a teeny bit of time, but I'm interested, having watched, like, I don't know if it was the last Call of the Ring stream, it just kind of randomly got, not recommended, it was, like, the next video up on YouTube, you know, at the end, when it's like, watch this next. It was a Call of the Ring stream, and they were talking about power changes and stuff, and also sort of slightly talked about like power regen, how Fate's not being a part of it, and then how like damage changes, or how the calculation for damage, like the percentage thing, changes, and also I think there's something to do with morale as well. It's gonna be interesting to see how the whole thing kind of works at that point. So, I did originally say that I'm going to send these to Tarvelard because they're scaling and I don't need teals. That's a lie. I actually probably do need teals. 86. But I don't really want to waste teals, so I'm just going to do that. And then the rest I'm just going to sell, I think. Including all of these. Bomb. And I should, if memory serves, have a very messy shared storage. Please don't judge me. Should have a ton of universal solvents. So I actually have another like 20 on my alt account, plus the 64 here. Plus I'm sure there's some dotted around on other characters. So hopefully I should be decently full enough for when we do actually have to start doing that. I was actually looking up today because, you know, I like to look at what quests are required, or what quests give the tracery tokens, the cracked ones specifically. So I know, for example, there are 4 quests in a deed that give me a cracked rogue room tracery. But I thought to myself, with Even in Darkness, which is a level 100 quest, it also gives you universal solvent. So I thought to myself, I wonder what quests, like if I'm already going to be like kind of farming like legendary tracery tokens, I wonder like what quests along the way I can just do extra, like missing in the marches, preparing to move. Like if I'm going to be around these areas, hey, I may as well. There's like 3, 2 at 100, 1 at 105, and then they just jump up to 130. So probably won't be doing that too much, but we'll see. Normally, my luck with universal solvents is I don't get any for ages, and then like in one day I get like 3 or 4, and then that's it. And then, you know, my luck goes back to 0. I also have 100 virtue experience. Nice. And honestly, I don't need that. I don't really have any requirements to increase my crafting levels anymore. I think everybody is up to at least Minas Ithil. And I think most people, bar 1, are up to, I think me, I'm the one, possibly, are up to Gundabad. So if I need something, especially for this foreseeable future, we should be fine. And let's be honest, Gundabad crafted items aren't exactly relevant to the conversation, because my 130 stuff, when we eventually get there, will probably be enough to carry me to 140. I know a lot of people I've seen are still using 130 stuff, or at least were before delvings. So that'll probably work out for us. And then from there, we'll just, you know, get delving stuff, trade over Tavelard stuff or whatever. Or my duplicates, because I've got far too many duplicates. I'm also going to get rid of my Shield of Region. And I also think, no, I'm still not further up on there. So I want to open some reward track stuff because I think it's interesting. I have quite a lot of ancient script. So I am hoping... Oh, this will be really good, actually, because I'm getting all the enhancement runes I need that I just complained that I didn't have. That's actually really good. But I'm hoping that we can get up to, like, a gold tracery thing. Does this give me a... No, that gives me 1,000 thingies. Does 25 give me a... No, ancient script and a black steel key. Where's my first one? Is it going to be like 30, 40, 40? Shattered tracery token and word of craft. Really? Am I not going to get... I thought I was getting more cracked tracery token. So 1. No, that's not really relevant anymore. That's probably... Oh. Cracked tracery token and black steel keys. So 2. I need 3. Is the number I'm after. And yeah, there's probably better ways of me doing this. And I've also got sealed legendary tracery. I'll probably use that on a different character. That's not got it. Sealed tracery legendary. And I'm guessing this one gives me 3. So by the end of the reward track, we should be good. So I'm going to just start claiming. And then what I'm going to do is just obviously when we get to cap on ancient script, we're just going to not claim them. Or we're going to claim them, but we're not going to open the boxes. I do remember when the reward track first came out, it was mentioned that that they were looking into being able to like claim without claiming the previous one. So the idea would be that, let's say I do have like full ancient script, but I was at level 100, I could claim only the traceries or only the enhancement runes, and then like come back later so I'm not filling my inventory. Clearly that's not actually happened, but it's interesting that it hasn't. I don't really understand why it hasn't. I think that would make sense to do, but it's whatever. Also, can't you, I'm gonna take a quick detour. Can you not buy enhancement runes for ancient script? I know it's a massive waste, but if I am super capped on them, then maybe it's worth looking into. I remember at the beginning you were able to buy them for moats, which changed, I think, rather quickly, which was kind of sad, honestly. I would have been happy with that because I like to farm myself some moats, apparently. I'm in the place for it in Rivendell. I think it would make sense to, at least one, you know, in general. However, I think it's an unfortunate case of mounted combat is so, like, far back in terms of content that SSG just kind of don't, like, SSG, I think, I don't know if it's the right way to say it, but I think they're very forward-looking rather than retroactive. So, like, they will make a piece of content, and then as soon as they, like, bring out the next piece of content, they just kind of forget it exists. So mounted combat is an unfortunate casualty of that fact. Because, yeah, I think mounted combat could be good, but it's just, in its current state, it's very jank, and it's just not going to get looked at, quite frankly. Which is unfortunate, because, again, I think it could be pretty good. So it's you, I think, right? I can barter items, and I should be able to buy enhancement runes, tracer reclamation scrolls, and I could buy these for 40 a piece, 100 a piece, or 180 a piece. And from there, yeah, that's the same. And I'm guessing they just go like higher in price? No, they don't. Okay, but you can only buy uncommon enhancement runes. I mean, I was technically playing at the time mounted combat released, but I wasn't like max level. I was like probably 60, 65-ish around the time that no, I guess technically that's kind of close, but like I was free to play, or technically premium. I wouldn't have had the expansion, I don't think. Oh no, I would have technically. Anyway, I wasn't really around, so I don't know if it was passable when it first released, but yeah, certainly at the moment, less so. So I'm gonna just try and open enhancement runes just to clear out a bit of inventory space, and servers are really liking that concept very clearly. We'll just wait here till... Oh, I set it up perfectly. Why'd you have to have shared like times? You know, why can't I just open them all? Or even so, why can't I like right click it and it will wait for the cooldown? I don't mind the cooldown being there. I just mind the fact that I can't queue it up. That's what I mind. I'm a little bit disappointed. Okay, and fingers crossed, this is maybe enough for us to kind of fill out our roster a little bit. We do have a couple in our thingy here, so we have, and by a couple I mean one. So we do have that, and we do have to actually hold on to the further enhancement runes. I'm not using my legendaries. Very unlikely I'm going to do that, except on maybe heraldries. Maybe. They're a lot rarer. So there is apparently a chance that they can drop from the incomparable enhancement rune boxes. However, I personally have opened quite a lot of those, and I have never seen one. So I doubt the authenticity of that fact. I mean, I'm willing to be proven wrong. If someone has had legendaries drop from a teal, let me know, because I certainly haven't, and it's quite sad. Right. Do I have... So that's the cover of a black steel key. Steel tracery, steel tracery. Okay, so I don't think I've yet to actually get my thing, which is unfortunate. I wonder who I should use these traceries on, because it makes no sense for me to use them on Feyrand, because they're just going to be enhancement, ancient script fodder, basically. It makes sense for me to put them on a character that is relevant to. But I don't know who that is. Tarvelard's like actually pretty well sorted. He's got his Gundabad crafted heraldries and his words of power. He has mostly, if not all, legendaries, I think, at this point on his legendary items. So yeah, I don't really know. I guess Renaborn is like kind of lacking behind and needs a little bit of love. Palpatine is kind of just chilling. Afka is... I'd rather focus on virtues before I focus on legendaries, honestly. All of Afka's legendaries, I think, or traceries, are teal, to my knowledge. Maybe bar 1 or 2. I'm happy with teal. I've always said, ever since the legendary system came out, that I don't really care much for uncommons, unless I'm really kind of low on enhancement, ancient script. Generally, the way I do it is if I'm sorting out a legendary item, especially from scratch, you know, when it changed over, was I had a lot of enhancement runes, ancient script. I don't know why I'm messing this up so much. And I would buy rares, because you don't have to have a token for it. And then I would just do, like, at the time, I was doing the Moria dailies for the adamant shards, or infused adamants. And they were scaled, so it made sense that I would just do those and trade them over to a relevant character. Now they're not, obviously. But then I just changed to doing missions. Reduced awareness? I'm not even doing anything. Speaking of missions, which is the wiki page I swear I look up the most in this game, I'm interested in something. There is a quest that, to my knowledge, still gives, in Moria, that still gives scaling legendary items. And I think I know exactly where it is, but I think it's enhancement runes, and I need to find this out now. I know exactly where it is, but I couldn't look it up on the wiki, and this is an issue. I will continue claiming my stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, obviously now it's like you go delvings. That kind of makes sense to do delvings. I myself have not done I have not done delvings in quite a little while now. I don't know. I think delvings, I got super into them at the beginning, and I very quickly sort of like didn't. Unfortunately, this is a quite far drive. Yeah, so the Dolphin View ones are scaled. So they're infused adamants. There are 2 that give you level 50 incomparable traceries. However, there is a quest in the Flaming Deeps, specifically in this place, that I think only gives you enhancement runes, but I just want to check if they've actually like fixed it. I guess, because technically it should just give you level 50s. It shouldn't give you scaling, but there's a chance. I mean, if it's a thing I can do on a couple characters, yeah, it's a bit of a pain to get to for sure. But if it's a thing that like I can just do, especially with a level 50, I'm gonna dismount, because let's be honest, it's gonna be quicker if I just go off of the beaten path. Let's be honest. It would also really help if I could yes, there we are. do that thing. Get on my mount. This kind of goes back to what I was talking about earlier, though, where I really feel like Moria could do with a bit more swift travel, or just generally a bit more stable masters in general. I don't think it's too big a addition, and I think it would be entirely doable to tie it to your quest progression in terms of story content. I mean, Mirkwood has pretty much a similar thing where in Mirkwood you can get swift travel, but in order to get swift travel you have to complete the quest deeds. So I do think it's entirely doable to have something like that, or even like Moria, where with the 21st Hall, you have to do a certain quest in order to obtain swift travel for it. Kind of makes sense, maybe. While we're doing this, we can open up some more enhancement runes. I'm a little bit worried to open up these ones, so I'm not going to. I don't think it makes sense right now for me to open up 86 legendary enhancement runes. I don't think any character right now really is going to benefit from having those boxes in use. However, I am obviously need to use them at some point, otherwise it's just literally me hoarding, which is half of what I do in this game. I think I'm going the wrong way. Moria confuses me even now. So what I'm going to do is go to, that's the wrong character, Faybank, which is a character I made. Basically, I have 2 banking characters now. I didn't realize it would do that. I have Carry All, which I'm surprised is a name I was able to get, which is just a storage character with like 300 slots, because he just has his whole inventory and then just a load of banking space. And then I have Faybank, and the idea of Faybank over Carry All is Faybank is I want to put all like my future bound to account stuff on there. So for example, I don't need to do this now, but if I were to craft myself my Warden's, my Warden's Artisan Greater Silk Hide Cuirass of the Adroit Maneuver, I'm not going to need it for a while, so it doesn't make sense to have it in my inventory. However, I could just put it on Faybank, and I'm sort of segmenting by leveled here, so I could have a set of level 100 bound to account armor if I had some like Nadheim stuff that I got dropped from something, or I could get essences, for example. That's another thing. Just stuff I don't want to be wasting inventory space with, but obviously I don't want to chuck because it makes sense not to chuck it. I think if I jump down here I'll be safe. Let's find out. I know they changed the leg breaking time, but I don't know if they actually changed the distance to death type thing. So still gotta be a little bit careful. Oh, where am I in terms of... No, I do need to go this way. Okay. See what I mean about getting lost? It's rather easy. Anyway, let's open enhancement runes, which is the thing I was talking about. I'm only going to open these. Just get all my 86s, because I do think I eventually need them 190. Maybe, I don't know. You can never have too many. Is my thought process. And then yeah, enhancement runes I'm going to put to Faybank. So the nice thing about them being bound to account. And technically another way of storage is just by sending something in the mail and then waiting like, what is it, like a month or two, and just having it sent back to you. Obviously there's not much control you can have over that, but there is a little bit of control. My goat shadow looks so weird. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do any, like, Well, I already have a maxed burglar, so I don't know if I'll ever make him like completionist. It should literally be this one. Yeah, so this one is enhancement runes ×2 rare. So I do want to pick this up, and I just want to try it, because if I'm correct, it makes sense. But from what I'm saying, if I kill 10 worms and I think just kill some orcs, I should get admittedly it's only 1, but enhancement runes ×2, well 2, but they should scale to 86, assuming they give the correct one. I think you are the one that drops these. So there is a big old camp of orcs here, so why not? And then I need to find worms. That's something I don't know about. Shield of Rallying. Oh. Damn it. I mean, it doesn't really matter now, but there is a... The shield I've got is my cosmetic. When I looked it up, because I saw it on like one of those, you know, websites that people have where they show off cosmetics and outfits and stuff. That's where I originally saw it, and I looked it up and I found it, and it was like, this is the Shield of Rallying, and it's a world drop from Moria or Eregion or wherever. And I was very sad. Luckily, I was able to get it crafted, but for some reason, whenever I see Shield of Rallying, I still think it's this shield, but even though I don't need it because I've already got it. Just took him a while to realize he was dead. Never mind. So I don't know if it's necessarily worth doing this. I guess if you're really sort of hurting, because they're bound to account, I'm guessing. Doesn't make sense for them not to be. You could just do this on like some max levels and try and obtain some items. They don't like Gorge Shield. I actually don't know. Is it a rep shield or like, is it from a quest or the Warden Shield, the Shield of the Silent Gorge? Is that it? I don't know what it is about this shield. It's just, it's not even a Warden Shield for me. Oh. That's quite nice. Warden Shields can be very hit or miss, in my opinion. I heard... I've never experienced this. I don't know if this one would have this issue. I guess not. But I've been told that if you use a shield... Whoa, what is this? Like, lag. The guy had 0 health. But, like, it was full health. I've heard if you use a shield that doesn't have the, like, gap in it, like this gap, it can cause, like, animation issues for some reason. I don't think I've ever ended up using a shield that doesn't have that, so... I haven't personally experienced it, but... Well, yeah. Okay. These guys are not dropping iron ingots. Please drop iron ingots. No? They're not gonna drop iron ingots for me. That's just, like, really rude. Like, very... Oh, he dropped one. Good. I got a major essence of morale. I mean, we were talking about essences earlier, but it's not actually all that relevant for us right now. Because, unfortunately, not at the right level. I think it would be nice, but also I could see why they wouldn't do this and why they don't do this. It would be nice if you were, like, able to upgrade the levels of, like, an essence, right? Let's say I came over here and I got this major essence of morale at level 50 and I wanted it at 95. Like, if there was a way I could use X amount of like universal solvents to upgrade the like level for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe people would just start like farming lower level content and then just upgrading them, because you know. I don't know. When you've got like these simpler ones where it's just minor, major essence of morale or whatever. I get for having like tier 4, tier 5, like later stuff, which is actually another thing I've been doing on Faybank, which is I've been actually, I don't know why I'm so focused on 130. Maybe it was because it was the first bit of endgame content I like participated in properly, like actually sort of put effort and time into. There's the stairs I'm trying to go down. But I've like started preparing for Feyran's 130 super early. Like I already have the pocket item, the gold pocket item. I already can basically just afford. I'm able to buy the essences because I've done. What's the name of Threshold? I've done Threshold, so I'm able to buy the teal essences, the tier 6s. So that makes sense to do for moats, because moats are super cheap. And yeah, gold chestplate, that sort of stuff. Now, where are these worms? Oh, I've literally just found one. Okay, never mind. Don't pay attention. I mean, I found one. I was hoping for maybe a few more. No? Okay. This maybe has taken a little bit longer than I expected. Especially with me physically not being able to move. Thank you. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I should also definitely not be getting these drops because I need inventory space. This is a slight problem. Is it normally laggy? I'd say it's particularly bad today. Like, I've only been on for like half an hour and I've probably had more lag than I have in a normal session, so. But I also haven't had a chance to be on that often today, recently. Yesterday was a really weird one for me because I like started earlier at work yesterday, but I finished earlier because of it. But I just like got home and just slept. I slept from like 8 onwards. Normally I wouldn't get home until like 11. So I had like an extra 3 hours on top of probably not going to sleep until midnight. So it was weird. I didn't play anything. And also it's kind of ruined my like sleep. I wouldn't say sleep schedule, but it like I woke up super early at like 3 a.m. and it was just weird. I don't like it. I've been kind of finding it hard to decide what I want to do in game recently. So that's, I don't know. I spend a lot of time. I like log in. I get to my menu, my character select screen, and I'm like, I don't know who I want to play. Oh, reduced awareness again. Nice. I think a lot of the time that's just a very me issue, though. Hey, it's more of these things. I think if I'm gonna do this, potentially I should filter out all the drops if I can. Just saves my inventory a tad. Okay, hopefully this is worth it, but at the very least this was worth it for like the knowledge that we're going to obtain from this. You know, we've learned something potentially. Maybe they'll eventually change this. It's been however long since the legendary change. What, has it been over a year yet since the legendaries changed? I actually don't know at this point. But this has been like this since the legendaries got changed. So if they change it now, you know, you're a little bit late. And I guess then you can maybe blame me. I don't know. There have been times where I'm like, has this been changed because of me? I feel like there's been times I've done something on stream, especially with the free-to-play, and I've done something, and then like not that long after, it's been changed or nerfed. I obviously don't think I'm that important, but sometimes I'm like, this coincides far too well. Like, I'll never say with the legendary, not legendary items, with the rep items, because it's not like I was ever the first person to go, you know what, rep items, you can get a lot of them, and you get rep experience, lottery points, you know. I was clearly never the first person to do that. I should sell these items, not just chuck them, right? But yeah, because every reward track is 3 months, right? So it does make sense. I don't think I've ever been to this campsite ever. Hi, how you doing? So to be fair, I've not really explored around this area that much. Anyway, let's try and maybe claim the last bits of the reward track. I'm a little concerned because, like, do we know what's in the coffers? I'm guessing we do. I'm guessing people have, like, opened enough of them. Coffer of legendary items. I'm just curious to see how it drops. So when open, this item grants a random legendary item reward, sometimes multiple. Coffer of Ancient Script, Decorated Coffer of Ancient Script, Embellished Coffer of Ancient Script, and then we've also got Incomparable, Rare, and Uncommon Enhancement Runes, also Legendary, I didn't read that. Good to Bad Craft Recipe Selection Box, Good to Bad Heraldry Recipe Selection Box, and Sealed Traceries of all varieties except Uncommon, which is nice to see. Wait, does that make sense? Yeah, Sealed Tracery Rare, Incomparable Legendary, and a Tracery Token Incomparable. So you cannot get a Legendary Tracery Token, or at least that is documented. However, this page was last updated on, or last edited on the 10th of February, so 3 days ago. So I'm willing to at least put some stock into it being mostly up to date. Is there anything here that I can open? Enhancement runes. Not legendary. And I'm going to have to basically just deliver, like, send a lot of stuff. So, Feybank, you're probably getting a lot from this. So, legendary enhancement runes. I think it's only those two, because I want that one. And then I think I'm sending Renaborn sealed traceries. So Renaborn is getting these. Just to clear up my inventory a tad. Boom. I have to send one more bit of mail, that's fine. Because, yeah, Tarvelard is, like, fine. You know, I've been quite lucky with my delvings that I have taken part in, that I was actually able to afford to just buy legendary things. I should then send Tarvelard these, I think, because there's no sense in me having them on this character. So we won't worry too much about that. Tracery tokens are incomparable. I'm not sure what I want to do with those right now. And we have also the Coffer of Black Steel Key, and then we also have that one as well. But I want a cracked tracery token, so I want to open that one and then send that one. That makes sense, right? There's so many boxes. Okay. So I'm going to open these three. Wait, there's 4? I don't know if I've got enough space for embers. I don't. So I can only open one more of those before I'm, like, capped. So I have to, like, not do that. Hi. So those are going to Tarvelard because Tarvelard is more likely to use them to get thingies. And then I have Cracked Tracery Token, several Legendary Item Rewards, and Warm Winter Goat Kits. So we're going to open that. That is a lot. of enhancement runes. And a tracery token. And a pet that I can use. And then Feybank again with the legendaries. And then I open that. I want to have a look. Okay, I guess I can just look in game, right? Red Salamander. Limited time availability, legendary item reward, season 4. So the sad thing about this is I am guessing that it is. I'd never really paid attention to it. But I'm pretty sure it's just character. Like one character. You've got to choose one character that gets that. You can't get it like a second time. Or it's not like account bound. I think it should be an account bound pet. Quite honestly. If you're making the reward track account bound, you know. It's where I find out I actually need 4 tokens. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. I need 3 tokens now, and I got 3 tokens. Perfect. However, when we get to 90, well, to 100, I should say, we are going to need 2 more because we get 2 more slots unlocked. So that does give me a little bit of time to obtain those 2. That should be fine. We shouldn't really have to worry about that whole thing. And then fingers crossed, because we're kind of close, that this is what we want. There we are. Perfect. Why am I in combat? I'm not. Okay. And then I've got to somehow open up 121 of these. So I should probably go and spend some ancient script first so that I can then... Where on earth am I? I should spend some ancient script first so that I can then obtain some ancient script because I'm not going to have enough inventory space with the amount of stuff here. Either that or I just start sending it to my banking character again, like I just did for the other stuff, and then I just sort of hold on to it and then trade it back when it's relevant. I'm gonna have to make a 3rd banking character just for ancient script. That's such a weird problem to have. This is why they should have upped it. I'm pretty sure they said they wanted to up it to 100,000 at some point, and I think they should have. Or was that Embers and Moats? I remember they were going to up Embers and Moats, and then there was a lot of controversy, not because of the increase, but because of how they wanted to affect obtaining Moats and Embers. But I still think the increase would have been nice. Okay. That's the most time I put in for a level 50 quest. But I did get scaled, which makes sense. And I also got scales. Perfect. Okay. Let's go to Rivendell first then. Let's go buy our remaining 3. Let's go then spend... Actually, no. I'm not going to put all my enhancement runes in yet because there is a chance of getting enhancement runes from the coffer of legendary items, which means I can then potentially like use the right amount. So instead of like, oh, I ran out of uncommons, let me go to my rares before I need to, I might get a load of uncommons and be able to go from there. So yeah. And then if I get these sealed traceries, depending on what they are, if they're sealed rares, I'll like ash them. Incomparable and legendary, I will see where we go to. Unless, I don't know. Maybe I'll send rares to Africa, because there is a chance I've got some 130, 121s on Africa. I really need to do a go through of all my characters and just make like a mental note of what I have on those characters, because there is like a plugin or multiple plugins I think that let you see their bank, but it would be nice to be able to see like legendary items for everything. That would be somewhat beneficial. Okay, so let's go in here. The way Warden stuff is set out really confuses me, so hopefully we're not here for that long. So Spear, Gambit, damage. General damage here. No? Oh, there's another... There we are. Oh, I didn't open these boxes. Tracery token legendary, tracery token legendary, tracery token legendary. Cool. Spear gambit damage is there. So let's put that one up. That should give us a little bit more agility. Teeny bit, but obviously we haven't leveled it up yet. And then gambit builder damage as well, which we saw here, is fine. That's definitely what I want. I get so paranoid when I'm buying legendary stuff that's like a limited thing, or like limited resource for it. I get so paranoid about actually picking the right thing. It's really bad. And then spear, shield, gambit damage. So that was on the next page. And is it spear, shield? Spear, shield. Cool. Done. And that is those sorted, and I have a little bit more leeway with Ancient Script. Now I have basically 3,000 to work with, and I'm pretty sure coffers of Ancient Script give 50, so I think I'm good. So let's just pick out like 15 to start. I think is a good starting point. I just want to make my inventory clean. See where we're at with that, and then do another 15 and blah, 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 blah. I should probably have done like 10s. How about this? We'll do 21 to start, puts us at 100, and then we've got like nice even numbers to go with. So let's hope that we get something good. Sealed Tracery Incomparable. Coffer of Ancient Script. I think I'll just use the coffers because they're low and it's fine. It makes sense that the coffers are going to be like the highest like chance of getting it, right? They're going to be 99% chance of getting one. Coffer of Ancient Script again. Maybe I should just like do this. Ooh, so that one I got a Coffer of Ancient Script and a Good and Bad Craft Recipe selection box, so that's nice to have. I will be sending those over to relevant characters. I'm pretty sure you get the crit version, right? Is just the legendary one. Tracery token incomparable, nice. So I should be able to like use a load of this Ancient Script that I'm just kind of holding on to in order to craft all that stuff, which would be good. These are all 50 no, they're 200. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. So not bad for a first outing. Obviously, 2 sealed traceries, 1 token. I much prefer tokens over sealed because like you can guarantee what you're gonna get. I hate the sort of, well, maybe it'll be useful, but there's a high chance I'm gonna get like you know, something incredibly useless. Before the change, I think, were you always able to get? No, I think they changed chests, not like coffers and stuff. Ooh, I got enhancement runes and thingy. Actually, it's my first enhancement rune. Okay, second, cool, I'll take it. Sealed Tracery Incomparable. Another, oh, wait a minute, is that the same? Gundabad Craft selection box, because you can also get the Gundabad Heraldry selection box as well. And enhancement runes, I'm guessing. Oh wait, we got a decorated and a normal. Okay, let's just make sure that we're not over capping at any point. It's tracery token. Yeah, because they've got the same look, so I actually won't be able to tell that easily. Do we know, actually? I guess it might be in the thing. I know we're doing like 40 things at once. I'm guessing you should be able to see, yeah, the reward track for the next thing. Account-wide Ukrash frame. Interesting. Oh, at least that's something then. So it looks like we're getting... obviously incomparable coffer of craft. So these are you can see like the kind of midpoints, right? Looks like we're getting a cloak, most likely. And a book reading emote. Please be account mount. Oh, this is from Ill Omens, actually. That's a lie. So we are getting a legendary coffer of the Urkrash portrait frame. So that's good. Again, it's account bound. I do like account bound stuff. Book reading emote, again, would be real nice if it was account bound. We get a Tome of the Snow-Covered Auroch, which is here. And Fiery Blue Beetle. And we also got Delving Box of Crafting Materials. And I'm pretty sure that's what's been, like, changed, right? I don't know if that's currently in-game, but they are at least planning on changing it to be you choose rather than you just get given, you know, agates. Because we all, at 140, really want agates and, you know, stuff like that. That's incredibly relevant to all of our characters at max level. I'm surprised they didn't go back and do... So how, like, for cooking, right? It makes more sense for cooking. But cooking has a lot of recipes, or at least a few recipes, where you have to go back and, like, make tier 1, like, items in order to do, like, tier 13. I'm surprised they didn't do that and be like, go and get some diamond or agate or whatever. Oh, my agate is the only one I can think of. But it is. Deal with it. Cool. Let's grab 10 more. Surprised I didn't get hit by the errors. Oh, that's our luckiest one yet. So Enhanced Runes 4 for Ancient Script. Nice. And another one, that's a heraldry recipe selection box. So, how many, so obviously there's 2 heraldries that we need, and there'll be 4, is it 4 that you can use of the Words of Craft? So I'm currently 2 craft, 1 heraldry. So for Renaborn, I actually have like 1 legendary sorted already, which is actually quite nice. And also a few legendaries. So yeah, I can like craft those up and get those sorted and have him just kind of be elevated pretty easily without too much thought being put into it. I'm actually getting quite close to cap again, and we're already like super close. Well, we're not even super close, I should say. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with the whole speaking thing. Enhancement runes, I'll take. I need to pay attention to the bottom here. Heraldry, oh, cool. So we are 2 heraldries and 2 crafts. So that's something. That's nice. So maybe we'll be able to complete the whole thing today. That'll be nice. I'll try and not use the 200s because I would like to not be kept. Even though it's very quick, we are going to be. That's very obvious. Uncommon. Res. Cool. What can I waste Ancient Script on? It's not a question I thought I'd be asking. Because normally I'm like, oh, I have none. I'm like low again. And I don't want to, I don't know. I could put it on a Faybank again. It just feels like a bit of a waste, you know? And then I'm going to forget about this. And then in like 2 months, I'm going to get a massive, like, return mail. And be slightly confused about it. I'll be like, wait, what? When did this happen? Oh, yeah. That one time. Nope. Give me 1 sec. I just need to sort one thing out. There we go. Oh, that's very bright suddenly. So Faybank and then one more like trade, and I think we're done. Cool. And that gives us a little bit more working room to open a few more of these and hopefully get some good stuff. I don't know. I haven't got anything legendary yet. Can we even get anything legend? You can get a sealed legendary tracery, so it is possible. I guess if I get one of those, I'll be happy. There's our third craft, so we're actually looking for only one more of those. Which honestly, I'm more excited about getting those than I am about getting like legendaries, because the legendary things don't really matter that much to me, but like the craftable ones, you know, they have a little bit more use to them. Enhancement runes and cool, and steel traceries, and hopefully we can open up a bit more. I thought this would be a lot quicker, to be honest. More enhancement runes. Save me the space. Really just hoping for one more. One more thingy. Oh, am I going to be able to get away with it? I'm going to pick up one more set. I can open a few more of these. I'm going to do that to cap myself because I don't like having like 25. It's weird. Yeah, that's what I was a little bit worried about. It's about getting 2. I'm pretty sure this is what like Afka looked like. Hey, finally, sealed tracery legendary. I did say I'd be pretty happy if that was the outcome, and I'm pretty happy. So, Faybank, if I give another ancient script little injection to basically, should give us enough room to just grab a few more, grab the remaining 10. Hopefully. And then we're done with reward claiming for the current moment. I did like 100, right? 100 without getting a legendary, and then I pretty much like back to back. Like I got that 1, 2, 3. Within 3 of each other, I get another legendary one. Nice. I only got 1 set of enhancement runes though for a while, so there is a chance, considering I've got this kind of overflow of enhancement runes or ancient script, that I might just sort of buy some enhancement runes. It's not something I normally would suggest, but quite frankly, my characters are at a point where ancient script is not going to be relevant for a while, so that's why I'm kind of storing it. When we get to 101, when we get to 100, we're going to be spending like 2,000 more, because we're only going to be buying, is it Words of Power? Or Words of Craft? So at 100, we go up by 1. Oh, they're both masteries. Oh, okay. So yeah, at most we're going to be going up 2,000. We're going to be spending. So we're going to go down to 8,000. And yeah, I don't really have anything else on other characters right now that are going to be spending a lot. Though that said, I did just get 2 tracery things plus also the recipes, so that's going to be a thing. Unfortunately, we only got 5 recipes. However, that means I can kind of look on the auction hall for like what there is available, and if there's one available that I do have relevance to, I can just open up the second one. Because I'm just glad I got the heraldries. Because in my mind at least, are a little bit more important. If I look up Gundabad, and what does this come under? But I don't know. But if I go to, it's probably under like essence. Is it under legendary items? No. Essences. Yeah, they count as essences now. Yeah, so if I want to go focus or fury, you know, I can buy those and then focus my crafted ones on the other relevant ones to what we need. So that's something we can go about doing. Also, I guess while we're here, I want to have a look at stat tomes that don't say Gundabad in them. And I just want to see if there's any relevant ones. Will for 350. Might 12 for 500. And that's the only thing. I don't think Will's going to be too big a deal, but maybe, I don't know if they're going to change Will with the power changes, but I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I do somewhere have Will 10. And what else do I have? Will 10. Do I have Will 10 twice? I do. Why do I have Will 10 twice? Wait, what duplicates do I have? This is a good question. 10? No, where's my essences? What if I look up tome? Tome of. Let's have a look. I have 2 Fate 7s. 2 Fate 4s. I have a Fate 1. I could sell that for quite a lot. A Vitality 1. Normally, like, the first is, like, pretty expensive. Because it's, like, I don't know. The leading into things. Anyway, let us try and finish this. So what can I go up to on these? Is it going to be enough? I think it might be exactly enough to level all of these up to 150. Because then I've got 20 for the other legendary items, right? Or legendary thing. So we have literally the perfect amount to do that. But I don't think we're going to have enough of the purples. And I could go into using my teals, but I think it makes sense, actually, just for me to buy some. Just because, like I said, I need to waste some ancient script somewhere. So, can I do this? It's 100 a piece, which is rather expensive. But right now, it's like kind of a perfect excuse for me to waste some. Because that's 2,500 that I can just kind of have. I just don't have inventory space. It's kind of when I'm making new characters just to store items, you can tell inventory space is a bit of a awkward subject for me. Okay, cool. And with that, I think we are officially maxed on both my legendary items. Technically, I do have another set of legendary items. So I have the sword slash spear, because they're both technically possibly being used. And then I also have the javelin. For some reason, it is separate. I don't really understand why. But it's fine. Not a big deal. But yeah, legendary item. We good. For all that jazz. So currency capped, okie dokes. And yeah, really, like, I also have all the ancient script. Not ancient scripts. I have enough ancient script. I have basically capped embers nearly. Motes I'm a little low on, but that's because I've been spending 6,000 every time I get it on my thingies. Oh, what was that? A reduced awareness? No way. I would never have guessed that. I don't know, I'm looking at this stuff. Plus 10% melee skill damage. They're changing it now, aren't they? So it's like physical mastery is calculated first and separately, right? Because apparently I've noticed it when we've sort of experimented with it, but like the plus X amount of damage doesn't really actually like impact it that much when you actually look at it. It's kind of awkward. Right though. So we're basically done in that regard. And we did get 2 black steel keys though. So what I might do is jump on Tarvelard for just a teeny bit and open up some boxes, because opening up boxes is always nice. Actually, does it make sense to open up boxes? I mean, if I spend my embers, then yes. I just don't want to get like... I wouldn't want to get lucky and get a large amount of embers and then most of them be wasted. That would be a sad occurrence. Now let's just hope that we don't crash trying to log out of Theorend. It might be easier for me to Alt F4. Possibly. Just maybe. But I like to give it a chance. I'm gonna start timing it. That's my plan. I do actually want to do that. I want to time how long it takes for like me to log out of Theorend in this sort of situation versus how long it actually takes to rifle. I do think overall it is quicker, especially because you can like skip past the intro-y stuff, so it's like not so bad. And then we'll have a look at doing these last remaining bits of Slayer. Because we've got Goblin Slayer, which apparently leader of Vandals. But that's like a chance of getting. There's also Goblins east of Stoke around the farm lower down, which sort of then leads into the Craben, which is near Osserley. So there's a chance we could go Cravens, Goblins, Cravens, Goblins, Craben, Goblins. And just waiting for them to respawn. And apparently... the next one, other than that, is Herd Slayer. Some cows and goats that share spawns with birds and wargs are found in the Westfold in the area between 2 rivers and south of the road. There are 7 groups of 3 cattle in southern Broadacres, just south of the river, bordering Kingstead, stretching from the east part of the woods out into the open plains. Okay, so that's 21, which then doubled is 42, which is, what, about... what's a fourth of what we need every time. So if they're all kind of contained within the same area, because Broadacres is Osserley and Stoke, then I think that makes sense. Do you know what? I've decided to just crash the game on purpose. Because it's sad that it's quicker. There we go. Boom. think it'd be really cool how on the if you go on like lotro.com, they have this as an animated thing, right? I think it would be nice to have like, it's probably not difficult to have an animated loading screen. I mean, this is animated down here, right? I think if it were moving in some regard, like seeing it moving means you kind of know it isn't crashing. Like when this is frozen and this isn't moving down at the bottom, like you kind of know something's up. But when this is glowing as it does, at least you kind of know that it's not just frozen on you. Right, so I should have mail from Feyrand, enhancement runes galore, steel keys, and other stuff, right? What do I have? I have a lot of inventory space wastage. Let's get rid of some of those. I'm keeping my essences from things, as you do. Let's open up my enhancement runes just to get that going. Wait, did I send those over? Wait, do I actually have enough? I have 5, and then I also have these 3. So I think I have enough. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't actually think of that. Contains ancient script and a black steel key. Well, I can at least open the ancient script, and we've got 2 black steel keys. This key is bound to you. It cannot be traded to others or stacked with unbound black steel keys. I didn't even know you could get unbound black steel keys, honestly. First time learning of this. Do I have any loot boxes? I do not. However, I can probably get some from the auction hall, I'm guessing. Where I always felt like a bad person because I jumped through that window bit, or whatever you want to call it. And I never actually, like, go the proper way. So we want to go to Adventurers Steel. I could just buy one, but... Or I could just, like, fight for one, but let's be honest. It's quicker. Just... half a gold isn't difficult to come across, so... it's fine. Okay. And then we are going to have to just quickly... where do I need to go? I mean, if I go Trestle Bridge, I can go to the Stable Master. If I go outside of War of Three Peaks, it's like such a trek. Whereas if I go here, I can just go to the Mission Recruiter, and apparently I have quests. Oh, I didn't know this. I'm pretty sure we're still doing Ancient Script here. Or, I cannot get my currencies right today. Embers here. Right? Embers of Enchantment, Adventurer's Gear. Cool. I don't need the Adventurer's Gear. I might need... because these don't want to drop. But, I want to buy Lively Essence boxes. Is that definitely the max one? Yeah, I thought they were 6,000. Maybe I'm misremembering because of, I'm thinking of different stuff. I'm thinking of the tier 6 ones from the other thing. Let's open up those and at least fill that. And also that gives me figments, which I have been meaning to get because of the curator. I actually really need to get on that. I just remembered. But at least those are there. I can now switch those out for a couple of like these ones, like on my helmet. I can get another physical mastery, or I can switch out that physical mastery and other such things. I'm going to mostly focus on like the humble ones because, well, they're the lower quality ones, so you know, it makes sense. So I'm already capped on my physical mastery anyway, so I could probably focus on crit, even though I am also capped on crit, but I can also up my devastate, or I could also increase my my morale pool and stuff like that, slowly but surely, but we'll see. I mean, I could even just put in pure morale from here, for example. might make more sense. Or I could also just get like... I mean, that's also just a lot of vitality. How much vitality do I get from a thing? 2,338. I mean, 10k? Maybe. Right, though. Let's open up these. See if we get anything decent. Please. I clicked apply. Come on. Thank you. Proceeding will, with unlock, will consume your key. Thanks for letting me know. I would like to use my key now. Thank you. So I got a teal, not teal, a purple, which means I can actually just like put a teal into here and maybe here, and then upgrade like this one with a purple. Makes sense. And then I've also got a Cardolan map wall, which quite frankly is just getting rid of, and also crafting materials I don't really care for. And let's open up this one, and that's better. I like that. Another teal box. So I could actually disenchant this one because I probably don't need it now. Let's do that. I don't think it's going to give us another reward track item. It's not. That's probably a waste. And I do actually like this this cosmetic, but for the moment, I already have one, so it's going. I also have 2 more of those. I didn't even realize. Wait, I have 5 now? I have not been doing this properly. So, embers. I'm on 4,350. So if I do, in fact, deconstruct this one, puts me at 4,500, and that means I can buy another teal. So we now have 6 teal essence boxes, which I'm not going to use just yet, but at some point we will maybe use them on Renaborn, since I might be focusing on him a bit more in the future. One thing I do kind of wish I had done actually was grab myself a new cloak. However, I really just need to like get the cloak from Doom, but I just haven't done that yet. If I look in LFF, I think a lot of people are focusing on Ill Omens at the moment rather than Doom. So there's also just having to get the stuff for it, you know, the delving rights and stuff is just a little bit frustrating. So maybe one day, maybe. I mean, once I've got the cloak, and hopefully the correct cloak, we should be fine, because like I can just eventually upgrade it, and it's account bound, so I can then just trade it to Faerend when we get to that point. But we'll see. Anyway, that was pretty good unboxing, all things considered, considering I got, you know, I basically out of that got 2. I already had 2 teals, and I basically got 2 more teals. So that was definitely beneficial to us. I've also got a load of trace route token incomparables, but I don't really know. So I guess that one. How many of these are teals? So 1 so far. They're legendary. 2, 3. Let's have a look. 3, because it makes sense to me that all of the like class ones would very likely have been done by now, but it's very difficult to get the exact right one. Machu Picchu, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Do I just open those and get... I might just do that. Like, while I'm here, while I'm on the character, while I have more ancient script than I feel like I need, and also, why not? Because I already thought that I had got everything to teal, but I guess the point is that I've got everything like class specific to teal, and mentally that made me think I'm done, I've got everything to teal. Whereas right now I haven't, because I haven't got those like very awkward to get ones in a box, because I mostly get like partial block mitigation and Heraldry of the Serpent but teal, and incoming. I have 2 of these. Incoming damage reduction tactical. Stuff that isn't exactly too relevant. I also have this one. Outgoing healing. I should probably get that to Africa, now that I think about it. I don't know why I haven't done that. That seems a bit silly to not have done. Yeah, definitely good outcomes here, because, like I said, I think I've basically got enough to do Reneborn's Legendaries, which is nice. Potentially some of his essences. If not, I can at least now start doing like, I can get these ones. What's the best way of getting legendary experience or XP? I know a lot of people do sword hauls. I've seen when I like logged in originally, I don't know if there's any right now, but when I logged in earlier while checking stuff, I saw a lot of people doing like sword hauls runs and stuff. Missions are quite good because they scale to a level. So from what I understand, the item or the legendary experience is like, it's scaled to your level in a sense, or you're better. Like if you're using a heritage rune, for example, you're better off using it closer to the level that you that it's for. Like if it's a level 50 heritage rune, you want to use it at level 50. You get less value out of it at 140 than you do at 50, from my understanding. So that's one way of doing it, but it's just, yeah, I just do like missions. Really. Or even delvings. On level stuff. All the time. Like me doing even Feyran's like 95 stuff gave me a ton because I was doing on level stuff. So it just worked out. What are these again? Word of power. I always forget. I kind of forget about the reward track a lot though, so I do kind of feel bad sometimes where I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really know the best way of doing this. I don't know why I'm really doing teals. I think I'm literally just trying to waste ancient script, which is so dumb to do. So I want to get criticals. Up that number up a tad. Nice. Because I think I'm already maxed on enhancement runes. It's just the other things. And then I think it was just these 2. Single target attack damage and single target attack criticals. Which at least makes it easy enough for me to work out which ones I need. Because it's damage and criticals. Cool. And did that up my crit chance 28%? Nope. Doesn't actually do anything to those specifically. It just does stuff for thingies. Right. So a little bit of my inventory is being saved. I also have this legendary Coffer of Gundabad. From the first reward track, I still have this item. I don't know why. But hey, I also have a legendary token, tracery token. I have a lot of weird things that I just kind of hold on to. It's weird. I'm bad at this. Don't judge me. I mean, judge me if you want, but I'll feel bad. I guess I should just deconstruct these. Get some of that ancient script. Why not? I clearly need it right now. Watch this, like, bite me in, like, a month where I'm then complaining I don't have any ancient script. As I said, I shouldn't need any for a while until we get to 100. But, I mean, I'll probably spend a decent chunk, actually, now that I think about it, doing Reneborn stuff. But for now, we'll log out. And this will be infinitely quicker of a log out than it was for Feyran, and I shouldn't have to alt F4 and force shut the game. Hopefully. Oh, that looked like something happened. It's weird. I don't know if this is like the normal, what everybody else has, you know, or if it is just a weird me thing. I know other people that have said that they have to like Alt F4 out the game because it's quicker. So I know it's not like exclusively a me issue, but I don't know if it's like particularly bad for me. Right, fair end. I'm also hoping that you don't crash the game. Please don't crash. He crashed. I asked very nicely that it wouldn't crash, and it crashed. And see, the bad thing is that I was able to predict it. Because I knew it was going to happen. For some reason, whenever I log out of any other character and immediately log into Fairend straight after, game crashes like 90% of the time. So that's why I don't actually do it before stream starts. I either like I'm already logged into Fairend, or I'm just like I don't touch it. I don't try my luck. My fingers are crossed. Come on. Hey, we good. Okay. So I can open a couple ancient scripts now because we have a little bit of space. We can try and open up some ancient script because we have some space. Oh. Lotro client 64 is not responding. So some days I don't want to play this character. Okay, there we go. Okay, just reclaiming some of my inventory space because when even I'm saying it's a problem, it's really a big problem. Okay, these are all the 50s. I think I got rid of all the others, maybe then. Okay, that's good. Cool, and we have a little bit more space. So, Sealed Tracery Rares. Not really anything relevant there. And then we have a couple Sealed Traceries. And where do we start with token? I could just look up the word token, couldn't I? So we have 7 Tracery tokens incomparable. That one can just be chucked now. I don't really know where that's going to be useful to me right now. Again, maybe Renaborn, maybe Africa. Not entirely sure. What am I guess I should focus on compassion. Okay, we are now gonna just head over to where I said we were gonna head over to and try do a little bit of Slayer. We have 2.5 hours on my Slayer accelerator left, and hopefully if we do a good enough like run between the 3 locations, or at the very least the 2 locations, then ideally we can get some of these done. Stable Master, you're over this side, and I would like to go to Stoke. Thank you.
To these lands.
I don't think our vitality went up at all, but our physical mastery would have. I'm curious now where we are at in terms of the stat caps, because I know we were already over like pretty large amount on physical mastery and crit, I'm not sure like it would have gone up that much. For example, which was the one. So Spear Gambit damage, for example, was 71 agility. So we've gone up by 23. 23 isn't a lot by any stretch of the imagination. However, it is an increase. And our physical mastery will also gone up, and potentially our crit as well, depending on, was it? No, it's just pure physical mastery. So, but our crit will have gone up because of our agility. So there is that. So I'm just curious at where we stand. Well, where we stand. So let's just input these numbers where they need to go. My tactical mastery is 4,050. Ooh, that's a beefy amount for me. I definitely... that's got to be all from passive virtues, I swear. 4606. At least we can roughly work out from that how much passive physical mastery we're getting, because it should be roughly the same. At least passives. Obviously, actives will be slightly different. 13,039, and then my evade is 18,696. And then let's have a look at our mitigations. So we are looking at 34,517, and then we're also looking at 8,184, which I think is the same as before. So, having a look, we are currently capped on our crit. We already knew this, obviously. We're at 32.5%. It'll be interesting to see where that goes to with the whole yellow line reshuffling and blah, 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 blah. So I don't know if we'll be constantly at that, but at the very least, we're at the 25 cap. And we are over by 4,528 crit points. Our physical mastery is also capped and overcapped by 8,763. So there is definitely room for me to move some physical mastery and some crits from, let's say, this shoulders, for example. Like, even if I lose all that, that's not going to be a lot. I can then switch that out to, like, I have the, this stuff, the shoulders of the Onodrim, for example. I don't know if there's one I want to go for in particular, because I think overall I lose vitality no matter what I do. Over the vitality, like normal vitality. But I can go for like tanking Fangorn shoulders, like enduring Fangorn shoulders of something else. I don't know how to get those. How do I get those shoulders? Enduring Fangorn shoulder guards of skill. I think they are just a Fangorn thing. Because I can just look them up on here, can't I? Fangorn shoulders recipe. You can get them for 70 Fangorn leaves. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Shoulder guards. Do that, and then because we also still have one legendary item to go. Not legendary, well, legendary epic item technically, but we do still have our other earring, which we lose a bit of physical mastery for. That's fine. Again, we're quite far over, and then we're going to be investing quite a lot into vitality with that. So, but I'm just interesting. So we don't want the enduring assault ones because those are might. There is a chance to have a look at the might ones because they might actually be more beneficial in some cases. But fate is, well, fate protection is potentially, okay, no, it's not really. Well, it kind of is. We get extra mitigation, but I don't think it's particularly too beneficial. So that's skill, protection, evade, crit defense, and same vitality though. I wanted more vitality. That was the idea. I'm not really sure. I don't want to have to get the helmet again though. I don't think there was a better helmet for it, right? Onodrim. I mean, that could be... If I could get that... But I don't think you can get the assault ones anyway. I don't think that's a thing. But like getting those higher vitality values could be possibly good. Problem is I can't really do anything in terms of jewelry because I want the set bonuses. So I might have to just look at these 4 down here. And nothing at this point still beats the level 75 cloak, which is just kind of sad. Not gonna lie. I kind of wish something beat it. It is my favorite cloak, as I've said, in the game, visually. But I can have it cosmetically, and it doesn't need to still be good 20 levels later. In fact, I'd go so far as to say I almost don't want it to be as good 20 minutes later. 20 minutes? 20 levels. Okay. Trying to work out where it's supposed to be. So 48... 67. I can never work out which way's which. So apparently east of Stoke around the farm here ish, apparently. So here are cravens, here are goblins, and then I think here-ish are herd animals. So the idea is hopefully we can just do a big good loop, and then everything will be good. And we get more enhancement runes, which is something. We are quite low on finesse off of cap, but at the same time, we don't need to be 50% finesse. Right, you count as goblins. You do count as goblins. Good. Unfortunately, you're mounted, so that means I'm going to have a terrible time because you kind of just get a massive boost to your stats for no reason. Just because you're riding a warg. I guess the idea is that I'm fighting the warg and the goblin. I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. I think goblins is actually a better way of doing it. Is actually through the quest. Cravens is really the one I'm worried about. I know it's dumb, but you okay, you don't count as a herd animal. Why do you need 20k morale? You don't, alright? I'm not even on advanced yet. Oh, this is gonna take forever. I don't want to do this now. I was supposed to just like AFK here the other day and I didn't think about doing it. I just kind of like went to sleep and I didn't do it. And I massively regret my decisions now because this would probably be done by now. I guess I can kill some goblins while I'm here. I think this is the best way of me doing this because ultimately, like, it's damage over time, but it also means that I'm in combat so that I can actually use Resounding Challenge on something else. Considering they don't aggro by default, I mean, this might not be too bad if they stay consistent, but I think they share the same spawn points as the goblins. So maybe I will indeed go to the goblin thingy to Dundingle and then try the quest and see where we're at with that, because If I can just be 2 left, then that's not the end of the world. Also, with this one, if it's an instance, it's not able to be done with like an ult. Whereas with the other ones, if I can just AFK, follow an ult, like, I know I can kill Krabens, but if I can kill them quicker and get the thing for it, then yeah. Leader of the Vandals.
Let's not be hasty.
Fingers crossed for Goblin's first time. Unfortunately, this one you can't find out like immediately. The other two you can kind of just work it out immediately. I guess if I was Hunter, I'd be able to check immediately, but nope. Okay. How unfortunate. We now have to do some random quest that we don't.
Before the fall of Cardolan, in the aftermath of
I'm gonna
the
hear
war
that so
with
much.
Angmar and the great plague that followed, countless dead were
Okay. Fingers crossed for the second time. Please. Nope, wargs. I could have done that a while ago, but okay, it's fine. And back to the Black Grave we go.
Before the fall of Cardolan, in the aftermath of the war with Angmar and the great plague that followed, countless dead were laid to rest in mass burials among the stones of a ruined temple.
Third time's the charm,
Its
right?
name of
Definitely.
old forgotten. The Sarkborn, the
Nope.
Black Grave.
I'm not gonna.
Those
It's not gonna
centuries
work,
of
is it?
abandonment
It's out of spite. It's gonna stop me being able to do anything. Do you want to hear about Sarkborn again? I sure do.
Before the fall of Cardolan,
You know, before the fall
in
of
the
Cardolan.
aftermath of the war with Angmar and the great plague that followed, countless dead were laid to rest in
you know
mass
what?
burials
I've had an
among
idea.
the stones of a ruined temple of the Edai. Its name.
There you go. I've now muted it. There is apparently a sound called Fog. What was that? Fog of Worm Tongue. I'm not quite sure what that sound effect is. But, I guess we'll find out at some point, maybe. Okay. I hope to get at least one run in. Yeah, I definitely think muting that was the best thing. Hey, finally! It took forever, but we're finally here. Okay. Let's just make sure that we kill everything we see. If it moves, we kill it. Except, like, I don't know, these tapestry things. I guess we don't kill those. Just, you can't really kill a tapestry. And they just move from the wind, I guess. You know, we gotta have some sort of boundary, I guess. Alright, I actually want to chuck that one on. So I think what I need to do next is I need to do a couple more AFK epic battles, and it's probably not going to be the best way of me doing it, but also it's going to be beneficial. Is normally I would just do it on like Tarvelart or Reneborn or anybody max level, because we get more stars of merit, which is obviously beneficial to us. I don't know why I'm picking those up. It's not like I'm finishing the quest. I need to do it on Tareen though. He's only 113, admittedly, but it makes sense to me to do it because I can AFK the last two, and I need to do the last two for the epic to get more tracery tokens. Because I think it's the Gondorian ones. No, I could be wrong. No, cracked Rohirrim traceries. So I only need 2 more, but by completing the epic battles, which is like the thing that held me back from continuing playing my captain for a while, I just didn't want to do epic battles. I can get actually 3, technically 4 if I just do more content, but 3 out of 2 of the extra ones that we need. And I have a ton of teals, so I can at least gear up in that regard. The captain. And you never know, you might even be able to get me some nice cracked Gondorian traceries, considering we can get 3 of those relatively close to each other. Volume 4, Book 6, Chapter 9, Volume 4, Book 7, Chapter 9, and Volume 4, Book 8, Chapter 7. So, pretty sure that we can get those done relatively quickly, back to back. Especially considering I'm already 113, which means I'm over leveled for the content I'm already on, and then I can start by having those. Because how many am I gonna need? Did I get rid of the legendary item page? At 100, we're going to need 15. At 101, we're also going to need 15. So I need to get 15 tracery tokens. So I need 5 characters to go through and play that content. Technically, only 4, because Feyrand will be one of them. But that's the slight issue, is the further along I go, the more I am going to have to, like, make characters. But at the same time, Ironfold is, like, where I'm going to have to then use all my tracery token boxes that I've been getting. Right, let's jump down. Oh, not die from fall damage. Thank you. 134. I don't know how many we started on, but okay. At least I was able to get the reward track stuff done. Like, last time I actually just forgot to do reward track stuff. It kind of sucked, because I kind of spent a lot of time kind of at the very last minute sort of trying to get up more ranks in the reward track, and then just completely forgot about it. And it was a lot of effort wasted. So I'm glad I actually got in and did it. And maybe... I don't know, actually, because I probably won't finish this quest. Because that makes no sense too, because I'll just get to 200 and then I'll dip. But I was like, maybe there's a chance with all these kills that I will actually get one more box. You never know. Also, yeah, so I have 8 of those. So I do have enough to sort out Reneborn with a whole setup, which is nice. Okay, so I think there's a couple more enemies here, and then one more run of this, assuming that we actually get one relatively quickly and we don't cap out on our instances. At least, well, yeah, hopefully basically we're not going to cap out on our instances. We actually get another run and then we've got that completed. Even once we've completed all of these for this area, it's only 10k more. Even when we do that, it's not going to be enough to actually cap. So we are going to need to be sort of pushing for more virtual experience. Unfortunately, I don't really know a good way at the moment other than just doing missions. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's leave here because I think that's the only goblin left, and I don't want to finish the quest. It's still weird to me that they wouldn't make it possible to get Ithilien, Ironfold, or Morgul traceries, like cracked ones. Like, I can very easily get myself teals. I say very easily. It's possible for me to get teals without too much work. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have a lot of farming. So hopefully if we get like multiple reward tracks throughout the years, then we can get a couple more. Plus if I actually start doing delvings more, which fingers crossed will be good. In fact, I should have a look. Delving tier 7 chests. Have they been sort of somewhat fixed? Delving stat tone would be nice. I'd like to get the journey to the archives at some point. Wait, did I do Sark Fawn? No, I didn't. We can only do this a handful of times. It's annoying. But also, I guess, if I'm doing like 10 delvings a day, 5 characters, in theory, I have 50 opportunities throughout the day, ideally, to get myself tracery tokens. And that's every day, assuming I actually do it. So over the course of however many months, I should be able to get one. Get what I need. Okay, please don't cap. Please don't cap. Please don't cap. I'm concerned. Counter travel. Instance locked. So we have 46 minutes before we're able to do a new instance. So this really has to be goblins. Thankfully it is. Because I would have been a little bit sad if it wasn't, quite frankly. And we're not going to worry about doing the whole thing. All I want to do is complete the Slayer Deed. So that is, what are we looking at? 26, so 13 more kills. And then we'll leave. And if it was like a lot more, if it was like 40, I'd probably complete it. But considering we probably don't even have to go into the second set of rooms, I don't think it's worth completing the whole thing. So what are we looking at? 16 more kills, 8 more kills. Ooh, lesser dexterous bracelet of prowess. Not bad considering, you know? That's the thing, like, you kind of lose track of drop giving semi-decent. I think at this level it's a lot more like decent-ish. But I kind of lose track of it because, you know, we're kind of like best of the best available to us. I think the drop stuff at this level is actually like pretty decent. I actually saw sometimes like some bow drops that I was like, you know what? Like if I was champion, might actually be worth it. Also, I lied. Apparently, actually no, 6 more kills. So actually 3 more kills. I think I can get away with 3 more kills on like without going into the second set of rooms because there should be 3 enemies. Well, 2 here, 1 here. So. Hey, and there we are, Goblin Slayer of the Westernnet Advanced. We get some enhancement runes, we get some level 100 drops, which is really weird to me that we're getting level 100 power pots and stuff. 5 whole Lotro points and another set of enhancement runes, which we're just going to send over to Tarvelard again. Not for Tarvelard's use, because as we pointed out previously, Tarvelard is capped. But if I'm correct, actually, isn't like tomorrow, not Wednesday, isn't that the increase of the levels of legendary items? Isn't it 485 or is it going up to 490? Legendary items, reward track season 5, item level increase from 480 to 485 on the 15th. So yeah, 2 days from now. So actually trading those over to Tarvelard is kind of relevant for him because we should be able to just kind of boost ourselves up immediately to the next tier, which is pretty nice. Also, I'm kind of technically in an instant still, I think. It's still a little confused about what I'm doing. Hopefully that doesn't... How's the Warden? Warden right now is fine, other than the lag, but like it's kind of happening, then not like... It's been happening while I haven't had combat, which is at least a little bit nice. If you're more talking about like how is Warden going to be, like on update 35, I haven't really done that much experimenting with it as much as I maybe should have. But I don't know if Bull Roarer is still open at the minute. Should we have a look? Yeah, it's currently closed. Oh, shade. So very, very sad. Why am I still got this quest? Cancel. Oh, wait, no. I do have that quest because... Oh, I forgot. Canceling that quest means I can't do it for the day. So I have to wait 14 hours. I shouldn't have cancelled it. That was not a good idea. Oops. Oopsie daisy. I really shouldn't have done that. Right though, I don't know if I particularly want to go and do these at the minute just because it's a lot of waiting around. So I think it's probably best I just like grab an ult and follow it around sort of thing. So I'll probably chill out with doing that for now. Should I hold on to these sealed legendary traceries? I probably should put them on a character that's relevant, right? That would make sense. you know, I still haven't actually gotten that shield yet from Osgiliath. It's kind of sad. You'd think I'd have it by now, but I don't. It's rather unfortunate and somewhat cruel that I haven't been given it. Right though, do you know what I kind of want to do? And I know it's really kind of silly considering. I'm gonna go to Karis Galadon, and I want to real quick, and hopefully it will be real quick, do myself another defensive Lorien quest, because slowly but surely we are building up this whole
Those who have grown weary of battle flee
oh, I can
to
do
the
Sentinels
havens.
Challenge 2
Will you
now.
read the Galathreem? Welcome to Lorien. May I have a word with you? Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
Okay, so prevent Belvagor from receiving any serious damage and still win the battle. I guess we'll try that one, and then worst case scenario, we like don't do it, and we just, you know, do Sentinels Challenge 1. I don't know if Sentinels Challenge 1 and Sentinels Challenge 2 give the same amount of, I think they do. So honestly, Sentinels Challenge 1 might be easier. But I think we have to do Sentinels Challenge 2 to unlock Sentinels Challenge 3. But I want to slowly build up, like, doing all these, so we get obviously all the silver branches and all the gold leaves that we need. Sentinel Challenge 3, it's after certain victories, not after doing it a certain amount of times. So we don't technically need to do this. If we take more than 5 minutes, I'll probably go do Sentinel Challenge 1, honestly. Sentinel Challenge 3 is win the Battle of Lorien in under 30 minutes. That's certainly possible right now. We've been doing it in about 20, so that's good. And then a Legendary Sentinels Challenge is defeat both named enemies, prevent Belvagor from sustaining any serious wounds, and win the battle in under 30 minutes. So it's basically everything as one. So us practicing on here is probably a good thing. If we fail Sentinels Challenge 2, it doesn't mean we fail Battle of Lorien, but if we fail Battle of Lorien, we fail Sentinels Challenge 2. However, Legendary Sentinels Challenge does give us a title that we don't yet have, and 5 Lothlorien gold leaves. So we'll see how that goes. That's after 7 victories. So honestly, there's a chance, not that I think we'll fail, but if we do end up doing it, it might be best for me to just like get Zia to join and just like do it super quick just to guarantee it. I do think it's possible, just because we're a higher level, that it's doable. If we did this at like what, 60, wouldn't be able to do it solo. But at 95 with the new legendary system especially, which it doesn't really account for, then yeah, we're fine. So Sentinels Challenge 3, okay, they all give 3 then. So it's not like going up in sort of difficulty or whatever, or tier or what have you, necessarily gives you the most. And where are we at in terms of this? So we're here. We are on 3 at the moment, so this will be our 4th. And then whenever we do our 5th, which again, I might just do tomorrow morning or whenever it resets, whatever the time is.
What news from abroad?
There we are. Yeah, if we just like do it real quick, then it's not really going to matter too much. All I want is the horse. That's all I'm after. is our kind of one remaining currently obtainable horse. There are a couple that we can get that technically, but that we can't, right? So I wish these were done by level, sort of how D-Tracker had a thing, because some of these, yeah, most of them are like festival. A lot of them are mithril, but like available in Elderslade. Can't technically do that because I'm not the highest level for it yet. Dol Guldur can't do that until 140. Green Mountains can't do that until like 120. Can't do that till 130. Can't do that till 130. Can't do that until like 120. 130. Can technically do that now. I think 130 or 120. Could be wrong. Festival. I can-ish do that. Point still stands though. Oh no! Oh, I forgot. That's how that works. That's not good. My eyes are probably going to sting now because I bet you I still have like onion on my fingers. That was a terrible idea of me. Ah. I can't even do this one. I was like, oh, maybe... I mean, it made sense. But I can't even go to, like, Halls of Crafting or Forgotten Treasury or Grand State or wherever. Because instance cap. Huh. And it was like 40 minutes or something. Unfortunately, it's not like I could have gotten away with it either. Huh. That's disappointing. In the meantime, I guess we'll find something else to do. Real quick, I'm gonna go try and find... I think they're up here.
The Galathreme will need your aid.
You have a gold leaf quest? I will take it. It's not what I came here for, but I'll take it. I don't actually know where the vendors I'm after are.
The
Hello.
Lord and Lady have need of your services.
There is a crate here. That's at least something. Is it up here? Yes, I think. You don't trade me anything now.
What news from
You trade me the
abroad?
inscription, but I don't need it anymore. And you let me trade stuff. So I have 9 right now. I could get 11, but it's not really helpful considering I need 50 and 30.
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien.
Is that can't because they're not allowed to, like physically, or can't because you won't let them? See, that's the distinction that needs to be made. Wait, do I have a run speed thing, or is it just feel like I've got a run speed thing? Maybe it's because the game actually feels smooth for a second. Okay, or maybe because I had broken my legs so much that I was just walking really slow earlier, and then when I went back to normal speed, it felt like it was a lot faster. That's probably what it is. Honestly. Okay, cool. Supplies sorted, and let's try and find these pages. I've never done this quest before. I don't think it's repeatable, but it's interesting. I don't need the rep by any means, but I will take gold leaves whenever the opportunity arises. Now, are these on the bottom or on the top? Can be found on nearby flats and in the area around Istarion. Embarrassingly, private letters Istarion was writing has been scattered into nearby flats by mischievous breeze, and she wants you to retrieve them. So she's up here. Okay, so they're not like flying around, which I'm glad to see. Because otherwise I would have been sad. However, I am really curious on... Okay. Well, I am Flet Runner. I have the title of Flet Runner, so this is no problem for me. Oh. I just got murdered by the servers. I hope everybody just saw that. That... I didn't do anything there. That was... For once. Not my fault. I feel attacked. Let's try this again. At least I'm, like, the more and more I have to keep coming through here, or I do keep coming through here, at least I keep, or slowly am, like, remembering where these ladders are. Because I'm really bad at actually remembering where the ladders are. Can I just jump down? Nope, I can't. I just float here. I want to be able to keep my cursor on that so I can remember where I'm going. Do you think it's possible for that jump? I think it's possible for that jump. Let's find out, shall we? Oh, this game. Okay. I had to be really careful there. There's two, in fact. That's nice. Okay, and a third one. There it is. And at least it'll show us where the two remaining are. However, I see it. I don't know how I'm getting to it. Oh, well, okay. I'm getting to it through the bridge that was made to get there. With the branch just in the middle. Why not? And then finally, I don't know if it's going to be down there or up. If we go up, we have a bit better of a view. Oh, it's literally right there. Okay, that was easy. Now it's just getting back. Honestly, it's probably going to be easier for me to start from where I started. Okay. I think if this was only one, I probably wouldn't sort of be so, not necessarily excited for it, but so pushed to do it. But obviously the advantage for this character is the fact that we do get two instead of one because of the toolkit. So that's something at least. Oh, wait, she's up here. Hi, don't do that
Be wary,
again.
traveler. Orcs have come down from the
We
mountains.
good. Yeah, so we get 2 gold Lothlorien leaves rather than 1. So it should be up to 11. And what did I say? Was it 30 that I needed? Was it 30? I know it's 50 silver leaves, but I think it might be 30 or 25. I actually can't remember off the top of my head. I know it's this dude though. Wait, is it this dude? No, it's this dude.
Welcome to
30 and 50. So we are a third of the way and basically half of the way. If we were to trade, I could have enough silver branches by now. But I don't think it makes too much sense. I could also get up to 13 gold leaves now. But if I do the Battle for Lorien, that should get me an extra 7. So that's actually like a pretty good way of pushing us up. And then also on top of that, like once we get 7 completions, we can start getting a few more. So that should be, what, 12 per run? And then we can start like exchanging those down. However, I think... I don't think there's anything I really have much benefit to having from silver leaves. There's some recipes. That doesn't really make sense for me to do, especially when it's not tradable. I mean, it is tradable technically, but... Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much point in us, like, doing it after the fact. That's the only thing. I do want to check, though. Is it you?
Swilad Melon. How may I be of
Okay,
service?
so I don't have any right now. Well, I have 2, but I need 3. I want to see how many of those I have. Wait a minute.
Greetings, friend.
Can I
How may
trade
be of help?
those? Wait a second. Are they... Do they count as landscape? Instances and skirmishes. Damn it. Don't you get those from doing an instance? Or am I wrong? Yeah. So, like... Maybe not. Greater Elf Stone of Strength, which is not one of these, can be traded for, like, stuff. Okay, so that's these ones. So they are different. Interesting. What does this even look like? Oh, I don't know how I feel about that cowl. It looks kind of nice, but also kind of not at the same time. I'm guessing at this point I'm still not able to do this. Does it tell me how many... It would be nice to have some kind of way to find out. But apparently not. Which is slightly unfortunate. Right then. I think though, what we're gonna do is finish off for now, because of basically everything I want to do involves instances, and I'm waiting like 40 minutes just for that to happen. To then basically, as soon as we do one, get kicked out again, and then like we can't do the other stuff to get the you know, silver branches and stuff. It's gonna make sense just to just wait it out. And then I'm also gonna try and do some more of these loot boxes. I know obviously Wednesday I'm not really gonna have a chance, but hopefully we can get a little bit of time in, and then sometime soon we can do that. I'll try and I don't know what time it happens. I need to remember what time servers go down on Wednesday, but maybe we'll see if we can like do something until server shutdown sort of time. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna head out for the evening. So sorry, it's been a little bit of a short one, but I think the other thing as well is it's kind of my like sleep cycle has been kind of really thrown off, so I'm feeling a lot more tired earlier because I went to sleep super early yesterday. It's really weird. I don't like it. It's a bit of a pain. But now if I go to sleep, then it's going to be a problem. I know, it's weird to fix. But yeah, coming up soon, I actually have a couple more days that I'll be able to like stream as well. So hopefully in the future, or like beginning of next month especially, I should have a couple things where like I'll be able to stream like a Monday night, and then also like a Tuesday night, I think, somewhere, and a Wednesday night. And I should be able to also do like a Thursday extra. Like it's hopefully, fingers crossed, we're gonna have a few more streams. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for coming along. Hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time with potentially a nice new reward track and whatever updates are happening on Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be update 35 yet, but I'm very interested in update 35. We're definitely going to be playing a lot more Warden, obviously, when we're at that point. In fact, depending on when it releases, we might coincide going to 100 with also doing that, just so we have like stuff to do, because considering I only have 2 Slayers to do, it's I don't know, we're going to be difficult for content other than AFKing epic battles for the next little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. As I said, thank you for coming along, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.